Salam and hello everybody. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're all doing really well. So in this video I share some tips and tricks for how to stay sane during lockdown, ways to keep ourselves busy and distracted while we try and get through lockdown without spending all our time on Netflix, on the TV or on our social media. In case you're not in the UK or in England, we're on our second lockdown for the next month. Apparently, I'm guessing it'll be for longer. And I'm sure plenty of us are just not in the mood for this lockdown. So hopefully these tips and tricks will really help you. So my first tip is to get out in nature. This one's really important. Going out there, getting some fresh air, breathing in that fresh air. We have to wear masks when we go shops, but we don't have to wear masks when we're outdoors. So I think it's really important to go to places where you don't have to wear a mask and to breathe in that fresh air, get some wonderful oxygen. The parks are lovely at the moment. You've got the lovely autumn colours. I love to see the hustle and bustle outdoors, people on their bikes, people jogging, going for walks. It's just really refreshing and wonderful to see other human beings being human beings. My next tip is to create a plan or set of goals for the next 5 years, or where you kind of see yourself in 5 years. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's really had to reevaluate my life during the last lockdown. Like the things that were important before, during lockdown, they just didn't seem important. So now is a really good time to sit and think about whether you're living the life you want to, and what your plans are for the future, what kind of job you might want. A lot of people might have to retrain, what with a lot of businesses closing. So it's a good idea to sit down, make a full plan. So just think of the different sections of your life. So financial, family, living situation, your health. Write down where you are currently and where you'd like to be in 5 years. A similar idea to that is to create a vision board. If you don't know what a vision board is, definitely do go and research it. But it's basically a set of goals and where you want to be in the future, laid out visually. So I've actually made myself a vision board maybe around 2 years ago. Obviously, a happy family is important. I've also got the Kaaba there, or Mecca. I'd really love to visit again soon, inshallah. I've got a wonderful beach with palm trees. I love beach holidays. I've got the Quran there because I want religion in my life always. And the Eiffel Tower because I wanted to visit Paris, which we've done. So that's good. I've still got quite a bit on there that I'd like to achieve. My next tip is to plant a seed or two. So literally plant a few seeds. So if you've got any fruit or veg, go onto YouTube. There's so many videos of how to grow things, and you feel such a sense of achievement when you've grown like your own food. So I basically soaked some clementine seeds in water, put it away in some plastic. I check it in about 10 days, and when it's got roots, then you can plant it into a plant pot. This is actually one I made last lockdown, so one I made earlier. And some avocado plants that I grew over the last lockdown as well. So they're about 3-4 months old. One is obviously quite a bit stronger than the other. I can't wait to put them in a plant pot, but I'm a bit scared to transfer them because they seem happy for now. My next tip is to bring some colour into your life, and it's literally that, colour. Do some colouring. It's so therapeutic. It's so relaxing, and you might feel like you're doing nothing and it's a waste of time, but it's not. It really relaxes your mind. So I've got this adult colouring book that I bought a while ago. It's just lovely to just sit there and colour and relax. If you feel like you're just wasting your time, put on a podcast and listen to that while you're doing your colouring. If you can't get hold of an adult colouring book, kids' ones are just as good or even better. And if your kids want to colour it as well and ruin the fun for you, that's fine. Look at him scribbling everywhere. My next tip is to organize or do a makeover, either of yourself or of the house or something. So just make an improvement around your house. We actually did a makeover of our bedroom. The walls were blue before. The furniture was brown, dark brown. and it cost hardly anything to get it a completely different color. So I used chalk paint for the furniture. The bed, the headboard and stuff was black. I used a special paint for faux leather to change it to a beige. So we didn't have to buy any new furniture. And for the chest of drawers, the wardrobes and the desk, I got some wallpaper from eBay. So most of the stuff I got from eBay. I got some wallpaper and stuck that onto the front using Mod Podge. And for some of them I just used PVA glue because I'd run out and it seemed like a similar thing. It cost hardly anything. Like for those 2 rolls of wallpaper, I think it cost maybe £10 or £15 altogether. I also bought some new handles for the desk and the wardrobes and stuff, and it made such a big difference. And I'm so glad because we didn't waste the furniture, because it was all fine, it just wasn't a nice colour. It was too dark and dull. So just the fact that we were able to upcycle it and completely transform the way it looked, and we didn't have to spend anything and didn't really waste anything, it was a wonderful achievement. So I did most of that over the last lockdown. I finished bits off afterwards as well once we came out of lockdown, but the bedroom is all done. I bought this DC Fix or self-adhesive roll. And cut out hexagons using the design from the wallpaper I had, and I stuck that onto the headboard as well, and it just looks so different. It doesn't look like really brilliantly done, but from far you can't tell, and you would never imagine it's the same headboard. We had a black, blue and brown bedroom, really dark, and to have transformed it into something light and completely different, I was really pleased, alhamdulillah, and really happy with the way the bedroom looks, and it's nice and cozy now and wonderful to relax in, alhamdulillah. But anyway, yeah, you can do the same thing, not exactly, but you can get some cheap things off eBay and upcycle any furniture, give your room or your house a bit of a refresh, and yeah, it just makes you feel better, passes a bit of time, and gives you something to do, really, doesn't it? Any little accessories, most of them are from Poundland. The little pampas grass or whatever you called it, I picked it from the local street. There was some on the street. This rug, where did we get this from now? Aldi. We got it ages ago, but it's nice. The most expensive thing for the bedroom was the flooring. So we had this ugly brown carpet and we put some white laminate. So my next tip is to make sure you make some time for yourself, or like self-care. So for me, that means reading a good book, a lovely relaxing bath, applying a face mask. Those are what I class as self-care, especially the reading a book. My next idea is to pull out your board games and jigsaw puzzles. These pass a lot of time and you might not be in the mood. You probably think I'd rather just sit on my phone, but it also helps you to relax, just like the colouring. The next tip is to do some crafting and scrapbooking. So I've not been throwing away some empty cartons and containers. A few of these had some mushrooms in, so I thought I'd do something with them. Akil's like, why are you gathering all this rubbish? But I'm like, I'm gonna make use of it, love, don't worry. But yeah, I had this mushroom container, so I just sprayed it with some metallic paint, silver metallic paint from Poundland, and yeah, I used it as a little planter. I think it looks cute. Another thing I've been meaning to do is add to my recipe scrapbook. So I've got a load of magazines, like supermarket magazines with recipes in, and I've just not had the time or energy to sit and add to my recipe scrapbook. But during lockdown, I have more time for things like this. So yeah, I basically just pick out any nice looking recipes. How good does that look? Like a chocolate tart. And yeah, just stick that down to save for a special day of baking. Which leads us on nicely to the next tip, which is to bake your troubles away. If anything's going wrong in life, guys, bake. I'm not such a huge fan of cooking. I see it as more of a chore. I find baking more fun. So yeah, just bake something simple. If you don't have an oven, find like a no-bake recipe. Make a mug cake in the microwave. There's loads of things you could bake, but it's another way to relax yourselves. It's another way to distract yourselves. And the best thing is the end result tastes absolutely wonderful, usually, if you baked it right. After you've stuffed your face with cake, you're gonna wanna get fit. So obviously gyms are closed. So put some workouts on YouTube and get moving. I wish I had more motivation to do this, but hopefully soon. Finally, study an online course or memorize the Quran. So if you're Muslim, one thing you can try and do is memorize or learn some Arabic, or dedicate some more time to more religious matters. Another wonderful idea which will keep you nice and busy is to do an online course. So this website, I remember I used to use it a lot more. It's been ages since I've been on it, but I remembered it when I was putting this video together. latestfreestuff.co.uk. You can enter into competitions, not competitions, but like get loads of little freebies. I used to enjoy doing that. And there's a link to do a free course. I think I'll pick one of these. I have done one of these in the past. It's not a scam or anything, and it's an actual 4-week course. So I think I'll do another one and join me. Why not? It's not affiliated or sponsored or anything like that. I just remembered it and I thought it'd be quite useful for a lot of us who might be bored at home. Anyway, I really do hope you found this video useful. Stay well, stay safe, stay happy. Inshallah, we can do this, guys. Jazakallah. Thank you so much for watching. Inshallah, see you really soon. Take care. Salam. Bye.